Welcome back to another board game, another playthrough of Final Girl, and we're still gonna do Under the Full Moon. For this game, I've upgraded a bit. As you might notice, I've gotten the playmat and I've gotten the miniatures to go with it. And I think we're just gonna start it off again. But as you can see, I've already done the majority of the setup. I've gotten Scatter as my setup card. I've yet to draw the final event. I've got the items up there, and I've got the wolf. So, the first thing we have to do is flip over the starting event. And the starting event is gonna be Hansel. The victim closest to you is now Hansel. Once per turn, whenever you move at least one space, you may move an additional space as long as Hansel remains with you for the entire movement. At the gingerbread house, you may replace Hansel with a normal victim to take any one item card from the item deck. If Hansel dies while in your space, it's +2 bloodlust. Alright, victim closest to me. Well, the closest victim to me is either this one or this one, right? And since that's a good motivation to go for the gingerbread house, right? It makes sense that I'm gonna run into Hansel on the way towards the gingerbread house. And Hansel is the blue meeple, right? So I'm gonna have to drag Hansel along and get him up there to the gingerbread house. Normally I'd start off by trying to save a victim, right? But I'm not going to do that in this case because I want to get the item. I want to get a weapon as fast as I possibly can. And there's a hatchet. Do I have to take the item from the gingerbread house? That's the bird cage, right? Any one item card from the item deck. Is that? Okay, I'm gonna play that as if it's gonna be any one item from the gingerbread house deck. Because it doesn't say the unused cards. And it says the deck, not decks. So, I'm going to start off by playing a walk action, right? So I get 2 dice. I'm hoping to get some successes. I get a partial, right? So for my partial success, I'm going to discard my 2 focus cards to turn that into a success. And that way, I get to move 1 space. So I move 1 space and I still lose 1 time. And then I'm going to walk again and hopefully at least get 1 success, because that way he'll allow me to move 2 spaces. Not a single one. Well, it would have been too much to hope for that I could get lucky with this, wouldn't it? Because it says when I move, and I'm not moving. Yeah. I have to move at least 1 space. Alright. So, that's a critical fail actually on that wall. I can move 1 space and lose a health in 2 time. I am going to do that. I'm going to lose the health and I'm going to lose the 2 time. And because he's gone with me, I get to move 1, 2 spaces, right? So now Hansel is at the gingerbread house. You may replace Hansel with a normal victim to take any one item card from the item deck. If Hansel dies while in your space, so we want to get him out of here as well, so he doesn't die. So I'm going to replace him with a normal victim, and then I get to take any one item from the item deck. Oh. Well, there's some decent... It's actually quite lucky that these two are here, right? So... I'm gonna grab the knife. Could have grabbed the songbirds as well. It takes 3 time though. I'm gonna grab a knife. And I don't know if I'm supposed to shuffle these cards, but I feel like I have to, because I've looked at them. Right. So I shuffle the cards. And now I don't turn this one over. And that's the end of my turn. I'll end with 3 time remaining. And now it's on to the planning phase where I get to purchase action cards. And since I'm here, right, because I know there's another knife in that deck, so I'm going to try and take a search action. I'm not going to move this turn. I'm going to take a close call. That will bring me down to 0, which will reset to 6. And then these 0 cost cards are going to be added back to the tableau. Killer phase. The killer's action is he's going to move towards the final girl. And he can move 3 spaces, so he's going to get, right, he's going to get up here. Which isn't great. And then his tarot card, what big eyes you have. When you move into or begin your turn in the big bad wolf space, discard a random action card if able. So he starts off getting a minor power. At least he didn't attack anyone. And that's the killer phase. And it's panic phase, no victims have been killed. And there's no finale card yet. Alright, so we're back with the search. I'm going to start off by doing the search action. I can't move. I have no way to move at all. Right. So do the search action. And hopefully I'll get to take an item. And it'll be a knife. That would really help me. So 1 success, I get to take the top item card. And I lose 1 time. So what do we have? We have the knife! How lucky can I be? And now I have a knife in both hands. That means I do 2 extra damage when I attack. So I might as well try to stab the wolf. I had to discard an item card, or an action card if I was able. And I'm naturally going to discard the close call because I'll need the attack card. So I'm going to try and do a weak attack on the big bad wolf. And hopefully get him to fuck off. And I get 2 successes. That means I do 2 damage. Or 1 damage for the weak attack, and 2 more for the knife. So 1, 2, and he loses this one as well. And this dark power is no longer in effect. So that's my discarded tarot cards. So far, doing better than the last time. Do I want to try and do a short rest? He's not gonna attack me this turn at least. Right. He's not gonna attack me, he's not gonna go into hunt mode yet. He's not gonna go into hunt. So that's pretty good. Alright, so we're back to buying cards back. Can't buy these, I'll use those. I'm gonna buy these. Whoa, focus, and walk. To get those back. And I have 5. So I'm gonna buy Retaliate, just in case he hits me. And I'm gonna buy Close Call, because it's nice to have one to throw away. So now we're back to the killer phase. These go back into the tableau. Weak attack and search. So, killer phase. What big ears you have. When you move into a beginning turn in the big map space, lose 1 health. So that's another minor dark power. I was not expecting that. I really am tempted to just keep wailing on him. But I don't have any more attack cards. I can't attack him. I can't actually attack him. But I can try to get away with those 2 victims. So that's the killer phase done. His standard action, he would still just stalk me, so he's still in my space. Panic phase, no one's been killed. Upkeep phase, there's nothing to do here. So back onto my action phase. And in my action phase, I am gonna walk. Right, try to get the hell out of here. 1 success, so I get to move 1 space. And I'll take these 2 victims with me, right? That 1 space. I lose 1 time. And I lost 1 health for starting in this space. What do now? I could really use that short rest that I discarded earlier now. Oh, I have the short rest. So I'm going to do the short rest. And I heal 1, so that's perfect. Still lose 1 time. And then I'm going to try to walk once more. And I really want to get 2 successes, that would be great. So if I turn that into a partial, I'll get the 2 successes. That's the second walk. Oh, and I spent the short rest. I forget to put my cards down. That's ridiculous. So if I discard 2 cards, and that sounds like a great idea, right? So I'll discard Focus and Close Call to move up to 2 spaces. So I'll grab 2 of these victims and move 1, 2, and then I'll rescue both of them. Oh, I made a mistake. These are bridges. I can't move more than 1 victim across a bridge. That's fine. It's fine. Still get to rescue this one. Put on my card, and on my card I'll get an additional time. And you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling I wanna focus this, right? I wanna throw this out for one more time. That's where I'm going. Alright, so now I can buy cards, and I'm gonna get my weak attack back. And I'm gonna buy sprint for 2. So that's 2 time. And do I want to buy something that hurts? Not yet, not yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some throwaway cards so I can get more time next turn, right? So I bought sprint, I'll buy the other sprint for 2, and then I can even buy close call or guard. Because his guard is worth more, and in case he does come at me, I'll do that. So reset back to 0 and go up to 6. These cards come back out. So 1 close call, the rest are all 0 cost action cards. Alright. So it's the next terror card. His killer action, right? He's going to move towards me or the final, or the victim, whichever one's closest. There's a victim right here. So that's where he's going to go. And then he should have stopped in space earlier. If there's something in the trees. If there's at least one victim in the killer space, he's going to target me or a victim. He's going to move twice, but he's already at a victim. If there is a victim in his killer space, move up 1. And there is a victim in the killer space, so the horror level goes up. Again, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Panic phase, no one's been killed, which is lucky. So. I am gonna we're gonna back to my action phase, and I'm gonna start off with the sprint, right? Because if I'm lucky, I can get this victim out. And if I get that victim out, I can take the vines and place them here. So either get 1 success or get nothing. Well, the 1 success is going to make me do what I'm supposed to do, what I want to do, right? So I'm going to throw out guard and sprint and get the 1 success so I can move 2 spaces. So I'm going to move here and grab this guy and go back here. Then I'm going to rescue that victim. And that will give me, it takes 1 time, but it will let me pick an item card, right? I'll take the vines. Spend time to place the Phony Vines token in your space. If the killer enters the space with a Phony Vines token, discard the token. The killer takes 2 damage and this phase ends immediately. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna I'll spend the time to actually get it. And I'll place it right on this exit space, because that'll cut him off. So there's thorny vines right in my space. And that's the phase I'm going to use, right? That's what I'm going to do for this turn. Oh. It doesn't actually say that I discard the thorny vines. Because I know in the Buddyland one it said I had to discard the marble card. So I'm guessing I don't. But that does seem a bit OP. I'm gonna play it that I discard it. It seems the most logical, right? So I'm back. I have 4 time to spend. And you know what? I'm gonna get these 3 ones back. So focus, walk, short rest. And I feel like I need to get the horror level down. So I'm gonna go for distraction. No close call. There we go. I've spent my time. Gone down to 0, gone back up to 6. These go back out. Where they're supposed to be. And then it's the terror card. So, killer face, once upon a time. There's 2 new victims at grandmother's house. Killer recovers health. Alright, so the killer actually recovers 1 health here. 26, 9, yeah. So 2 victims at grandma's house. And then an event happens. And the next event I get, the woodsman. The victim closest to you is now the woodsman. He will follow you into the kill space. When attacking the killer, the woodsman adds +1 die for every 3 health the killer has. If you save the woodsman, double your victim save bonus. The woodsman dies in the space 3 times. Alright. Oh, I have to discard this because Hansel did dead. So, the closest victim, and that's this guy, becomes the woodsman. I can get to roll a lot of dice. I mean, if I roll correctly, I could theoretically kill him before he goes out of hunt mode. Alright. So that's the killer phase. It's still just stalking that one poor victim up there. That's the killer phase. Panic phase, no victim will die. Upkeep phase, nothing. No terror cards. So, we're back to my turn, and I'm gonna go for a walk. Simple walk, actually. I gain 1 success, so I get to move 1 space. Moving 1 space, and I have the woodsman with me. I lost time doing that. So I'm gonna go for a distraction. Hopefully get 2 successes. I love that. Another thing, of course, is spend 2 time to reroll both dice. And hopefully get something better. 1 success. Discarding the short rest and a focus to gain 2 successes. And that will give me my time back, at least some of it, and it will allow me to reduce the horror by 2. So 1, 2. Now we're back down to 4. And then I'm gonna try and focus again. And I gain 2 successes. 2 successes. So again, 2 more time and reduce the horror by 1. And do I wanna just rescue him, right? Because if I rescue him, I can take an action card that costs 2 time. And I gain more time. So I could theoretically take enough action cards. Right, see if I rescue him, right, I'll go down 1 time to 6, but I'll move up 2 time, and I'll get to take a free action card that costs 2. So I'd take a sprint, right, and then I'd have 8 time to purchase from, where I can get the critical blow. Oh, this is hard. This is difficult to wrap my head around. I think I might be better off just calling trying to walk once, right? Hopefully get 2 spaces. I'm gonna replace these 2 dice. I'm gonna walk. Try to move 2 spaces. Right? Try to get over here. I'm just gonna go for him. So I get 1 success. That's enough to move 1 space. So me and the woodsman are going here. I'm not gonna rescue him. I'm not gonna. Did I forget to put a lot of my free cards back? No. No, I didn't. This is all me. Right, that's all me. It fits. Yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn. And I'm gonna try and build up a bit here. So I still have 6 time. Still have 6 time. So I am gonna, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna buy a sprint because I need to be able to move. And I'll buy the Furious Strike. So down to 0, back up to 6. Then all these cards get put back. So walk, focus, get the distraction out here. Focus, short rest, close calls back here. So all these cards will be available next turn. And I do have a plan. It's probably not a great plan, but I do have a plan. And it's only because I got the woodsman. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. But see, I can do 5 damage with this, and I'd be able to roll all the dice. So, yeah. That is my turn. I'm sticking to that. Tarot card. If there are no victims on the board, discard this tarot card. Otherwise, all victims move 1 space towards the big bad wolf. For each victim in the same space. Oh. So that's the hunt money. They just move 1 space towards them. See, he's not really as aggressive as last time because he didn't kill that victim first. He's not bouncing all over the place as he did last time we played this. So all victims are going to move one space towards him. I'm going to start here, moving that one there, that one there, that one there. These three. Here. This one up here. This one here. This guy here, here, and here. And that's his face. So I only need to move twice to get to him. It is really lucky that when he's in hunt mode he doesn't kill anyone, because I would have been screwed. And right now I know there's at least one turn before he does anything. Right, so that's the killer phase done. The panic phase, no one's died. The upkeep phase, we will finale, we are results. Right? Nothing is done yet. So, my action phase, I'm gonna stand still and do nothing at all. Nothing at all. And this is gonna bite me. But the reason I'm gonna do nothing at all is that I want to get the critical blow. I want to get this. And I pay for that. I'm going back up. So, killer phase. He's not going to move because there's still a victim there. On the hunt, in the hunt phase. Right. So now he starts to do something. He's still not going to move, right, because the victim is still closest. So he's going to go into moving that bloodlust upwards. So this reveals this. Sixth sense. The big bad wolf ignores damage effects from reaction cards such as retaliate. Okay, so he doesn't take damage from retaliate. I'm okay with that, as long as I ignore the damage he does to me. Oh, I forgot to get my action cards back, so I got all these back as well. That's 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my 10 card limit. And I really want to get to him. Still no victims dead. Still no panic phase. Still no upkeep phase. So we're back to my action phase once more. Once again, my action phase. So I'm gonna sprint. Right? Gonna sprint. Come on. I need 2 successes. I really need those 2 successes. I got 1. Wait, I'm sprinting. 1 is enough. So I lose 1 time. I move across the bridge and I bring the woodsman into the space with the big bad wolf. But now I gotta read this again. The victim closest to you is now the woodsman. He will follow you into the killer space. When attacking the killer, the woodsman adds +1 die for every 3 health the killer has. You save the woodsman, double your victim save bonus. If your woodsman dies while in your space, lose 3 time. Alright, so first thing first, because of this one, the big ears, I'm going to take 1 damage for entering his space. I'm fine with that. I really am. Now, we might as well start off with a fun bit, right? I'm going to do a critical blow. So I get the 2 dice standard, and 1 dice for every 3 health the big bad wolf has. And right now he has 3, 6, 9, 11. Right. So 3, 6, 9, that's still 3 more dice. I just need 2 successes on this. I just need 2 successes on this. I don't get 2 successes, but I get to discard a short rest and a walk to turn 1 into a success. and a focus on a wolf to turn another one into a success. So I get 2 successes. Now the critical blow deals 1 to 3 damage, reduces the horror by 1. Reducing the horror first. 1 to 3 damage, 5, 4, and 5 for the knives. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at the moment, he's still on 6 here. This dark power is gone. Now I'm going to do the Furious Strike. Furious Strike. And I still get, let's see, 3, 6. 2 dice from the woodsman. Right. So 2 dice for attacking, and 2 dice for the woodsman. Looking for 2 successes again. Oh, I'm gonna discard focus and weak attack to gain the 2 successes, right? Focus and weak attack. And now that moves my terror level down, horror level down. But that still gives me... Yeah, I couldn't have killed him, right? 3, 4. I actually could have killed him. If that one was blank. I could have. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this, and I'm gonna use my retaliate. He'll still do 1. He'll only do 1 damage to me. And that's fair enough. So I still have my weak attack. So I do 1, 2 for the Furious Strike. Sorry. 1, 2 for the Furious Strike. 3, 4 for the knives. So that's 4 total damage I deal to the wolf. And reduce the horror by 1. Right, so now he only has 2 health. The woodsman doesn't do anything, but I gain 3 dice for being in horror level 1. If I can get 2 successes again, I get to flip that. 2 successes. Gonna remove this and flip over this. If it's blank, I've already won. And it's blank. How lucky is that? I mean, that is the luckiest I've ever tried. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That just shows how much randomness is actually in this game, because the last time he was starting all over the board, he got his dark power really fast, and he just ran around. This time, none of the such. I mean, if I watched this game on YouTube myself, I would have been tempted to think that the decks have been stacked, right? Because this is incredibly lucky, right? Finding 2 knives in the same item pile. Him not moving. And, well, his dark power not really doing anything. And finding the woodsman. This has been an amazingly lucky game for me. And so far, that's been my experience. The 4 games I've played, they've been either all the way impossible to win, or all the way very easy. I'm missing the middle ground here. And I'm certain if I play enough, it'll be there. But this just seemed kind of unfair to the wolf, right? Anyways, I did enjoy laying the smackdown on the big bad wolf. This is the fastest game I've played of Final Girl, so there'll be time for another game soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.